Here we go, guys. The UA Sports Festival is finally underway, and right now Todoroki is taking no one's shit, and he is just going gung-ho, going full throttle through this obstacle course at the very end of this episode and just displaying to everyone why he is one of the top heroes of his class, but also everyone that is attending UA. This was an awesome episode. How is it going, guys? My Hero Academia, Season 2, Episode 2. I believe this is Episode 15 in the grand scheme of all of the episodes, but I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, and I'm actually very surprised because when I started this episode, I didn't actually think that we were going to be getting right into the UA Sports Festival. I figured we would have a one episode gap kind of just showing everyone preparing for the festival, but nope, that's not the case. Everyone that's in part of this show is just like, nope, scrap all that, get rid of the fluff, get rid of the filler. We're delving right into the UA Sports Festival, and personally, I am very happy with that decision. I mean, it's very nice getting to see all these characters training within a montage, but we just get right into the UA Sports Festival, and I'm just overall hyped to see what are the events that are going to be taking place within this sports festival, because not only does the opening kind of give us a few glimpses here and there, but this Todoroki versus Izuku foreshadowing, at least the presence I got within this episode when the two characters were talking, you can tell that these two characters are going to go at it within this arc. And right now it seems like Todoroki is a bit jealous in a way that Izuku has caught the eye of All Might. And I'm kind of wondering, like, what's the whole deal with Todoroki, and why is he looking at Izuku as this threat to him in some way? So I'm really excited to delve more into his character. And judging by the ending parts of this episode, I can kind of gather from the information given throughout this episode that Todoroki is the son of the hero Endeavor. I believe that's the hero that got mentioned within this episode, because a lot of people are mentioning, oh, there's a son of Endeavor in Class 1A that is participating within the sports festival, and then at the very end, while Todoroki is fighting off the robots, he mentions that his father is watching. So putting two to two together, I can kind of figure that Todoroki is the son of this hero Endeavor. I can't remember if we've actually seen him in past episodes, but he seems to be like a top hero and very well respected within the public eye, and it's going to be very interesting to see Todoroki, how he kind of like interacts with all the other students, knowing that he has the pressure of his father watching him, and what is this relationship he has with his father, you know, with Endeavor to Todoroki. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that as a whole. But going back to the beginning parts of this episode, we have to talk about Bakugo, because Bakugo, being the typical character, just overall being an ass to everyone. I love his character, but he was an ass to everyone. He wasn't taking anyone's shits. He's like, guys, fuck off right now. I'm gonna be number one. You guys get out of the way. And all these other classes are like bombarding Class 1A, because not only are everyone jealous of Class 1A, but the public is looking at Class 1A as like the celebrity and the main event of this festival, because this class of Izuku and all of these other classmates that are in Class 1A had to deal with the onslaught of villains at the end of last season, and everyone has caught wind of this, and they're kind of like viewing them as these celebrities. It's like, wow, Class 1A took on a whole bunch of villains and won. I'm really looking forward to see what this class has able to show us in this upcoming festival. And it's very interesting too, because usually third years are the main event of this festival, but right now Class 1A has made such an impression on the public that they're actually the main event that a lot of people are looking forward to. So I find that very, very interesting, and Bakugo isn't making any friends with anyone, and there's a few characters that are starting to get introduced that I really want to learn more about. The sleepy, tired guy with the blue hair seems very interesting and wants to actually get transferred into Class 1A, so I really look forward to learning more about his character. But then there was also this girl character with pink hair from the support group that kind of like walked in on the sports festival. Very cool design. Obviously they wouldn't show her if she wasn't going to show up within this series, so I'm really looking forward to see what type of character she is and her just overall personality, because right now the girl characters within My Hero Academia are absolutely amazing. And just to start off, Mount Lady coming back within this episode and using her feminine charms to win free lunch to the guy. I was like laughing to myself. I'm like, Mount Lady is using her feminine wilds to basically get free food. I'm like, Mount Lady, you do whatever you gotta do to get your food. It made me laugh so hard. And then we also got Kamui and the other hero there too, kind of like looking at her. It's like, don't you have any pride, Mount Lady? I absolutely laughed at that part. But another part that got me, I was like, whoa, we're getting to see her again. And I mentioned it in my last episode review. This female hero that was at the board meeting last episode, R-rated hero Midnight. Now, I can only guess from her attire, she's like a BDSM or like some type of a dominatrix or something, because R-rated hero, like the only reason I can like get like, oh, she's R-rated, because a lot of the people are like, wow, why is an R-rated hero at a high school festival part? Like, I'm just like, dude, this woman is gorgeous. I absolutely love her character. I'm like, yo, Midnight. Oh my God, Midnight. I just, hang on a second. Midnight, my God. Woo! All I gotta say is, I think I found my new favorite female superhero within this series, and it is R-rated hero Midnight. And just how like the whole crowd is just cheering for her, and just her outfit too. Overall look, I absolutely love it. I have fallen in love with Lady Midnight, Miss Midnight, whatever her name is. She is an awesome character, but just pulling away from her right now, I gotta talk about the Todoroki and Izuku stuff, because seems to be a major plot point for this arc, because Todoroki is eyeing Izuku like crazy, because him hearing that All Might has his like eyes set on Izuku, you can kind of tell that Todoroki is a little bit jealous of this fact. I'm not sure if Todoroki worships All Might kind of like how Bakugo and Izuku do. I mean, he is the #1 hero, so when you have the #1 hero looking at you and is actually willing to train you, that would make you, if you were definitely the top student of the class, being like, why is All Might so interested in this kid? If I was Todoroki, I'd be asking myself the same questions, and it seems like we're going to be getting that Todoroki versus Izuku fight, because in the opening of Season 2, it kind of shows those two going at it. So I'm really looking forward to see the interactions and the overall fight we're going to be getting between these two characters, because that's going to be awesome. But the first event that we're getting throughout this entire festival is this obstacle course race. And now, this actually shows a lot of development within Izuku, because everyone right now is using their powers within this obstacle course, and we see them bringing back the robots that were introduced during the entrance exam in the beginning parts of Season 1. And I was like, yo, like they're bringing back those top grade robots, the ones that they were told to not go after, and those are like the first ones they run into. Todoroki makes quick work of a lot of them, and it was an awesome scene to witness. But this moment right here shows Izuku's growth, because in the beginnings of the entrance exam, he was cowarding, he was scared, and he could not move until Ochako was in danger. But right now, it seems that like Deku, Izuku is ready to go, and he's not scared, he's not, you know, frozen in fear. He seems to be ready to like make a name for himself, to tell everyone at the sports festival that he is going to be taking up the mantle that All Might is going to be giving to him screaming to the world, I am here. And I am absolutely looking forward to seeing Izuku's growth, because right now I am seeing great potential in a lot of these characters. I am enjoying this overall season, and I just want to see what the rest of the season has to offer, because right now I have high expectations for a lot of these moments, these fights, these interactions we'll be getting within the sports festival, and I am just absolutely hyped for what is to come. And just I am rooting for Izuku all the way, and just ready to see what this festival is ready to throw at Izuku. So I absolutely enjoyed this episode, so I just want to hear from you guys. Are you guys watching My Hero Academia? And what are your thoughts on the 2 episodes we got right now of Season 2? Do you like what you're seeing so far? And if you guys have read the manga and have already know what is to come, just let me know. How is the pacing so far with these 2 episodes we've gotten? Has the pacing been good, or is it actually speeding up just a little bit? I just want to know how the pacing has been doing for this series. And then just give me your overall thoughts of what you thought about this episode, and what you think about the Todoroki versus Izuku moment that we kind of got within this episode. Oh, excuse me. All right. Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you guys feel like subscribing to my channel and just want to overall talk about My Hero Academia as we go episode to episode for this season, feel free to do so. I would love to talk with you guys. I am really looking forward to the future events of this sports festival, and I just can't wait to delve right into episode 3 next week. Sucks we have to wait a week, it really does, but it just builds up that hype and just gets me excited for every Saturday that comes. So anyway, guys, that's it for this review. I look forward to talking with you guys in episode 3 when that comes out next week. But until then, I'll talk with you guys then, and remember, Plus Ultra.